Testing. That's pretty cool. I'd like to thank Larry, Doug, and Roseman for having me out here and giving me the opportunity to play another year. It's been awesome. Meeting everybody, going around the facility, and driving around the city and doing physicals. It's a lot of history, a lot of cool things. Excited to be here. Yeah, just go out for questions.
How much do you feel like you have left?
I have a lot. I didn't want to finish my career on on IR, and so I just lit the fire even more for me to play, and I'm just excited that the Eagles wanted me and that I'm here.
How far back are you from the injury right now? Are you close to being ready?
Yeah, so I'm doing strengthening now. So I tore my bicep, and so now I did a lot of the PT work, and so now I'm just strengthening it up now.
Why was this a good fit for you?
Just the way they play football. They play football here in Detroit, and the Eagles kind of did the same philosophy with defense. Getting the defense upfield and our defensive line upfield, and being able to play next to Cox and Jernigan and Destiny. I mean, it's just D tackles that are going to be great, and then you have awesome DNs, and so it just kind of made it an easier choice.
You made the transition before from a 3-4 to a one-gap scheme. Why were you able to make that transition so easily after so many years in Baltimore?
Just taking the coaching, really, just being able to be coachable, and I think having your teammates help you out with some of the techniques, and that's what I feel like I'll get here too as well with some of the D linemen here.
You've pretty much done it all.
Joe Douglas being here, does that make things more comfortable for you?
Yeah, Joe and some other guys. I mean, the same with the other guys in the front office. I mean, they scouts. They definitely they know me, so it just I feel like I didn't have to sell myself, so they kind of knew what they're getting. And but yeah, it's awesome to know people here, and some of the players here, and it makes it more comfortable.
What were your conversations like with Joe during this process?
We just talked a couple of times, just them wanting me to be here, and the excitement they had, and so it got me excited.
The backup defensive linemen play a lot of snaps here. How much was that a factor? The D tackles especially.
Yeah. So we kind of did the same thing in Detroit, where we rotated a lot, and so just being part of that defense and knowing that I'm going to play a lot, it's just me being here, being a veteran leader, and then also being able still to contribute on the field. That's definitely appealed to me.
You've been with some dominating defenses in Baltimore, obviously. I mean, do you see any similarities to what these guys are building here?
Yeah. I mean, the Eagles did an amazing job on defense last year, and stopping the run is number one, and that's what we kind of did in Baltimore. And so, other than being 3-4 and 4-3, that's the difference. But it's just other than that, the philosophy, the desire to get to that ball carrier, and hunt and all that. It seemed like it was all there.
You've pretty much done it all in your career. Won a Super Bowl, Pro Bowls. What's the motivation to keep plugging along?
I love the game. I love the locker room, getting to know the guys, and I love everything about football. The studying, the dog days, just film watching, workouts, everything. I love it, and I just right now I couldn't imagine myself without it.
Do you see yourself as a coach then afterwards?
Yeah, not in the college or pro level. It's too much work. But being a high school coach probably will be something I'll get into afterwards.
How seriously did you consider retirement with the way last season went? Who would you lean on, and ultimately, other than what you mentioned, what made you decide to come back?
It's always been kind of like a year-to-year thing, probably like 2-3 years now. But it's just with the way I ended the year on IR, I didn't want that to be my last season, so that kind of lit the fire.
You were obviously once a Pro Bowl player, All-Pro player. How have you been able to kind of transition to this stage of your career? Has it been difficult?
No, it's just I'm all about the team. Whatever I can do to help the team, whether it's off of the field or on the field, and I'm just here to try to do whatever I can to help the team win.
How do you balance coming in? Obviously, had a great culture here last year, great chemistry and leadership. You're a veteran guy who's been a leader. How do you balance kind of coming in and being yourself, being a leader, or just kind of sitting back and being a part of it?
I think it all just evolve into whatever it will be. I'll start off where I just kind of figure out, what guys are about and where I fit, and first start in my D-line room, in our D-line room, and see where I fit in there, and then kind of just expand out and see where you fit out in the locker room, and you get to know some of the guys and get to know their interests, and then you kind of just grow from there.
The Eagles had a similar approach last offseason in terms of signing older guys to one-year deals. Did you know that before coming here, or did that factor in your decision? And
no, it just excited me that the Super Bowl champs wanted me, and so just to have another chance to be able to go back and win again, it's an exciting feeling.
That opportunity to maybe get another ring, I mean, how big of a motivating factor was that?
That's been huge. Ever since I went, I've always wanted to go back, and so haven't been able to go back. But it's the best feeling in the world, and something I want to feel again.
Were there still like?
He was a rookie year last year.
Yeah, I was with him 1 year. Timmy's a very fiery guy, passionate guy, and I'm excited to be with him again, just to see how much he's grown, on the field and off the field.
Were there other teams looking at you? I mean, I know Detroit obviously was.
Yeah, a couple other teams, but it was just mainly Detroit and Eagles.
Do you have a number picked out? I mean, obviously 92 is.
I'll never take 92 here. But he is one of my idols. Reggie White is reason why I chose 92. So it is so cool to be here and to see 92 everywhere. And but I think my kids chose 94. There's two 90 numbers, 94 and number 90. I texted them real quick, and they said 94, so I think I'm going to be 94.
What was it about Reggie? I mean, obviously a great player.
I love the way he played, but mainly the man he was off the field. Very humbling, God-fearing man. Just loved him. He's a great example, and that's what I wanted to be, and be a great football player, but also a great person off the field.
You've in the scheme in Detroit, it was an aggressive one where you could penetrate, but were there two-gap principles in certain run situations where you had? I mean, they wanted you to take on two blockers and fill both gaps. No, they want
still just shooting gaps in Detroit, and sometimes you got double teamed because of the way you're penetrating. But that's
you get double teamed a lot more than a lot of people.
I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happen that much here because there's too many good defensive linemen here. So we'll see what happens.
You've endured some tragedies in your life and overcome them. How have you been able to do that? And I know it's been a while, but
a lot of it's just my faith in God. Just having a plan and just leaning on Him, and then being able to share my emotions, I guess, with my family members and friends and my wife, and not holding it all in. So I express it more now than when I was younger. I used to just hold everything in. So I think that's a lot of just by growing and learning.
Football is an outlet too.
Yeah, football was an outlet, and then so I don't know. After my father died, I tore my ACL, and so football wasn't an outlet anymore. Yeah. So that's when I had to humble myself and give faith back in God. So that's what happened.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Go Eagles.